That's not funny. I am live. I am all the way live now. Just hanging out, relaxing, not trying to smack with my mouth. Going to try to answer some new and old questions. So it might be here a minute, not in no rush. Not going to try to talk up anything, not going to try to be anything else but Robin Deschamps. And one of the first things I'm going to say is, why am I a YouTuber? I was thinking about this quite a bit. And it occurs to me that I'm a YouTuber by accident. Because it's not really as boredom. It could have been boredom. But in the beginning, I wanted to find out what's happening. So I might be retelling this story. I wanted to find out what's going on in the world between March and September. Because I didn't officially start being a YouTuber until October. One of the most important things is that I was still working at the time. I wasn't one of the ones who stayed home. I wasn't one of the ones who were afraid to go any place or any of those kind of things. I worked right on through it. Uh, Became essential just like everybody else. Most of everyone, at least 75% of everyone that I work with, took that time off. I worked right on through it. So I became a YouTuber by being conscious of what's going on in Las Vegas. Yeah, I want to see what it looked like in Las Vegas. And I was looking at it not through a YouTube way, but in a geographical way. I wanted to see uh, how many people were walking down the street and if there were cars on the street. Now, I was using the direction type of thing, like the geocentric look down upon and see what kind of camera is on the street. And lo and behold, I found a camera and it was vacant, totally vacant. So I was looking further and I saw an individual on a bicycle riding his bike through the streets with a camera. And the streets were totally vacant, empty, wasn't no cars, wasn't anything going on. And that was really uncanny to me. Never seen something like that before in my life. And it's always be etched in my brain to see those kinds of things. But to fast forward that, I kept watching that a while until it got slow. I still wasn't thinking of YouTube really. And then I started watching more internet, and I realized I had all these features and services, and not just Netflix or Hulu, but I had uh, YouTube and all the other things. I never did Twitter. I never did Facebook. I never did any of those things. And in fact, I didn't even know YouTube was actually within my grip or Twitter because I thought it was only for people who were like really talented, really doing a bunch of things. And so, I never really thought about even going there because I thought it was a bunch of hogwash in a kind of way. I mean, if you want to use that kind of word. Uh, well, anyway, I kept watching different things, different people, and different programs. And so from there, I decided to join YouTube, start uploading some of my old videos uh, from Hawaii. And I wish I had some from Jamaica, but I don't because I wasn't really doing videos then. I was only shooting still pictures. So most everything I did was still pictures because that was the thing back in the day, even on through when YouTube first started out here. So I'm still taking pictures, and I'm still watching uh, different advertisements of YouTube and other things, and other celebrities getting on, doing some good things, and some things are making ass of themselves. Okay, I just put it right there. Uh, some people were looking foolish, and some people were doing really nice things. And they were getting all these views, and and it'd be monetized and all that. But I really didn't know anything about any of that kind of stuff, really, because I didn't think that was really something that was within my reach as as a regular person. Did I want to be seen or not? Well, anyway, I consider myself a YouTuber because I started uploading different videos. A couple from Belize. I still got some, but they're on tape, and I can't digitize them because I don't know how to do it. Because I had camcorders, and the first camcorder I had, uh, I got from my old job. Uh, it was taped, the little bitty mini tapes. So So from there, I got another camcorder from my job. Ironically, after 5 years have passed, I got another camcorder, not just a watch and all that, because this was just before my retirement. Okay, and so I got one which is uh, which is on a disc, those little bitty discs, or what you call a scan disc. So I still didn't know that I could really do that. And I've had a cell phone for quite a long time, and I didn't know you can just use your cell phone for almost anything. So therefore, I just started doing it, started taking videos here and there, videos of my uh, Alaska trip, the first time I was there. I probably should have took more videos there. I got quite a few small little snippets. Uh, they are not shorts, but they are short. Where you just take a few pictures here, a few shots here, a few shots there. So from there, uh, just started trying to find any old uh, some videos that I had, still not knowing, that I was imagining now I could be monetized. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be monetized. Well, that'll probably be 5 years from now, 6 years from now, if my stuff is any good and I have enough viewers and subscribers. Well, anyway, I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this is about. But in my case, I do like to travel. I like to travel a lot. And of course, I like to take pictures, but now I like to take videos. I really don't want to take any type of photo at all. I'd rather take video. But like I said, if I'd known this, I would have took videos many, many years ago. Just nothing but video. Of course, I took some stills, but many, many videos. Videos in Jamaica. Uh, I'm talking before YouTube. I probably should have took videos, and then I probably could have converted those by now into digitized form. Because those, I still have a lot of pictures of those. Uh, so a lot of people think I'm a world traveler, but a lot of people have traveled more places, more big time places like Europe than me. But they still call me a world traveler because I like to travel a lot, and mostly in the United States. I could have done all 50 United States, but now uh, what I have left, I am trying to shoot videos there. I do go to Hawaii when I can. I like that state a lot. I will start shooting videos there, and if I go back to Belize, that could be any time between and now. Anytime between now and now, I'll go back to Belize. There's a lot of places I have not been. I always wanted to go to France. I always wanted to go to England. I kept putting that off for at least 20 years. Could have went there and done that. But this is all pre YouTube. Okay. Now I consider myself a traveler, mostly local traveler. I probably said this before, up and down the state of California. I've taken the Greyhound bus hundreds of times up and down California when I first started traveling. And then I took the Greyhound bus across the United States. And I always like to go to at least one state. And if I ever find a place or a certain exhibit saying that I've been there, it doesn't have to be the greatest exhibit, but if I find something of interest, not necessarily in the capital of that state, not necessarily could be in a city that's on the map and there's something interesting and I take it, I know that I've been there. Not just travel on the bus, get off at the bus station, but to actually go somewhere, stay in a motel or hotel, and have something to show that I actually went there, not just walking around. Now, I have done just walking around before, but I've also went back to those places. So I am a world traveler in one sense, but not a world traveler in another sense. But right now, my goal is to try to go to as many cities up and down California as possible. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. There is historical evidence, whether it be the same old thing or not. I probably said this before, but if someone ever come on my channel, some student, some person who's ready to get up and move, and they want, hopefully they'll see my video, not just all those glamorized other types of videos, but my video, just to put their mind and their foot in the door to say, okay, now I'm going to go find out a little bit more about that city in California. Now, of course, I like to visit other states also. I like Utah. I've been there quite a few times. Been to Montana quite a few times. I did some dinosaur digging a couple of times in Montana. I went to Mount Rushmore, and I need to get some more footage of that, but I didn't do as well of a job of video and as I should have there because I could have took more, but I took a lot of still shots. Been to Oregon, Washington. I go to Canada quite a few times. I've been everywhere. And of course, this past cruise. No, I'm not going to do about the past cruise because I didn't get to go on it. Maybe I'll do it later. I got a cruise coming up next year, 2022 August. So whatever I do between now and then should be exciting because we got a trip planned for this coming August. And I don't know where I'm going yet. But I consider myself talented like most, but not that talented. So you could say, and I'm gonna say it is, the jack of all trades, but I'm not the master of anything. I'm sure there is a master of something, and so I'm trying to stick with this, and I want it to work. So I'm gonna stick with it as long as my health is good. Cause like I said, I am older than some. No, I am older than most, but not older than some. Okay, so I just have to keep my mind and my body, my eyesight on the prize. And if it means I'm going to be here to monetize and my brain is still functioning, my legs are still functioning, my arms are still functioning, I don't give a damn about anything else that's not functioning. Just as long as I can do those basic things and get around, I'm fine. Now, driving might be something else because a lot of places I go to 2 or 3 places. I actually scout the place before I even blog it sometimes. Sometimes I go there and I won't even blog it. I'll look at it and say, this is not the time, and I'll come back. That is the beauty of having a vehicle in California or anywhere else in the world. And one of these days, I said it before, I'm going to take the bus again, the regular metro buses. But there's a lot of places that when you drive there, especially in my case, in California, you cannot find a place to park without paying a lot of money in those damn meters. Okay? It's just too time consuming, and you don't know how those meters are going to act. Now, sometimes I have a lot of change on the side, you know, that I might give to the homeless every now and then. But normally I need enough change to put in the meters because that's what change is for. I still don't use no credit card and no meter, at least not yet. And you should be getting off them credit cards. That's for one thing. But yeah, I am a local traveler, but I am more conscious now of why I'm a YouTuber because I'm thinking maybe I should need cards. I'm thinking a whole bunch of ideas, and like I said before, creative content. And I earnestly look at the vidIQ, and I actually use it, and I use it for my betterment. And it's almost like I'm going to school again, and I have to write in descriptions again and do all those kinds of things. And so it's like I'm regurgitating things all the way back into my brain. And I do look at the academies, the YouTube Academy and all those kind of things. I look at all these tutorials over and over again. Now, something else that I wanted to say, I wrote all this stuff down because I just don't want to rant. Oh, yeah, okay. I live for today. That's right. You can't live for tomorrow. Now, you can use tomorrow, or also, should I say, you can use yesterday as a strength builder, but you can't necessarily use yesterday unless you kind of leave it in the past and go forward. So everything that I'm learning new, I think about the past, but it's only for strength to go forward because some things you've been there, some things you haven't. Sometimes you think you've been there, but you haven't. And that's what learning is all about. Things are constantly being tweaked. Like we don't know what's going to happen on YouTube when they change their guidelines or they change this, you know. Like I said, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitter, uh, but I do have Instagram. So I did do Instagram. Uh, so uh, Instagram is cool because I can still use still pictures and I can upload those, or I can use videos. Now, as a YouTuber, I don't tell anyone in my small circle that I'm a YouTuber. There's only a couple of people who know that I even do this, and that's my wife and that's my daughter. And she was the one that told me. My daughter, the one told me that, hey, you can get monetized. Okay, but I'm leaving it the way that is. Uh, because at my age, and I'm gonna say it again, at my age, yeah, you still have to think about that because that is the future. Okay, because I don't know, anything can happen in this world, but I try to think positive about a whole bunch of things. And I actually feel like that I'm younger than most people that are younger than me. And I mean way younger than me. Yes, I do feel like I'm 25, I feel like I'm 35, or any one of those ages. I just can't do those things anymore because of the wise disposition of my body. Okay. I know I can still do it, but you don't take a chance. You just don't go jump over hurdles because you've done it. I ran over a couple of hurdles here and there. I mean, literally, I wasn't good at it, but I could do it, and I could do it in style. I did it in style, win or lose. It doesn't matter if I won or not, but I could do it because many people can't do it. Yes, I did try to run the correct way, how to run over hurdles, the 110s and the intermediates, not the high, the 110s and the intermediates. So right now, I'm jumping over hurdles right now and starting this YouTube channel. That's why I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep on going until it's over. It ain't over until it's over, right? Well, it ain't going because it's still going because I'm going to keep on going at it. And if there's anyone who see this video, I'm trying to be for real possible without using any other adjectives or anything else. You know, I'm trying to respect this craft, what it is, because that's what it is. Sometimes you think you're not doing a good job, and it is. And it's true what they say. Just do it. I should be shooting more videos than this. I'll be honest with you. I should be doing more videos than this, whether they're crappy or not. I just should be doing it. I'll be driving down the street, and all this creative stuff is going on in my mind, all these things that I want to do. And I said, I should just get out and do it because what I'm doing is I'm setting the precedent right now to do it. So actually, I'm telling myself I'm doing it by watching myself saying it. And if someone else did, I'm going to make myself do it. I'm just going to go on and on and on. There's still a lot of things that I want to do, I want to see, things I want to say. And I want to convey a message to a lot of people, positive messages, always positive messages. So that's for anyone. So I don't care about competition because to me, competition is myself. I look at other people. Hey, like I said in my other video, I'm very proud of everyone else. But hey, Robin Deschamps got to deal with Robin Deschamps. And I don't care about whatever else someone else does. I watch a lot of videos of all the subscribers. You know, uh, I don't do no shout outs or anything like that. But I do watch certain subscribers. I watch new subscribers. I get ideas. The ideas are already there, but how do I want to present them? You know, so I'm not standing still. Okay, and you're not supposed to stand still. You're supposed to keep moving on, moving forward as best as you can. Now, another thing, I like the structure of the YouTube process because I don't have to willy nilly just go out there and do it. They tell me to go out there, just shoot videos, don't stop. I'm a perfectionist, and I know I try to be perfection, but I'm trying to perfect the perfect because I know that if I do it right, being mature in selecting what I do, learning certain techniques. If I can't learn a certain technique, well, I'm going to stick to basics because the basics, I tried a couple of other things, it looks a little weird, but if I stick to basics, I'm okay. And I see a lot of basics on YouTube. I see a lot of basics on the other people, TikToks and Twitters and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I could let my site go to those, but right now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with one platform basically, and that's YouTube and Instagram, and those are the only two. And most people know, even at my job, most people know that I'm Instagram because I upload pictures. Those of you YouTubers on my Instagram, it's not hard to find. You just type in my name. But it's a RRD. I put my initials there. I think it's RRD Deschamps. So, and another thing, there's more than one person with my name. So I always knew that there was a lot of people with my first and last name from the day that I was born. Okay. I've been looking at that because with a French name, you can't beat the name that I have. And I see a lot of people with my name. Some of them could be my close relatives, and some of them are not. Some of them could be close to me and don't even know it. So uh, that could be a problem. I don't know. I haven't found a brand yet. I haven't found my niche yet, and that is another thing. What was I gonna say? Yeah, yeah. I am learning to be really an independent contractor. You know, uh, I was trying to be an independent contractor many, many years ago as a real estate agent. But that didn't work out well. That was on top of my existing job that I already had, trying to moonlight it. But this is more creative. This is more fun. It could be stressful a little bit because you're trying to do certain things that you didn't know you had to do. But other than that, I just drink me a glass of wine or drink me some beer, with ice. Wine with beer. Right. And this is some wine right here. That's something that I hardly ever do. I don't drink no beer yet online, but I'm drinking some wine, okay? Wine is the time. They said wine, no wine before it's time. Well, right now, wine is the time. And I am a wine connoisseur too. More wine connoisseur than anything else. I do like sweet wine, but I can drink any wine. Um, and but I buy wine quite a bit, not a lot. I have bought cases of wine in California, uh, and I also made wine before. Okay, and I didn't sell them. I had two different kinds of wine. I gave them away as gifts, and they were very good wine that I made. Now, what else that I want to cover here? Oh, you're the independent contractor, blah blah blah. Uh, yeah, I'm still looking for a niche. Okay, I am still looking for a niche because they are saying two or three things, but my things is really right now. I just have to get out there. I can't worry about someone not liking me because I'm not staying on paths where, hey, you know what? Uh, at my age, some people are not even driving cars anymore. And I have to do a transport, I have to get what I can get when I can find it. But I'm trying to stay within my range because within my range is really family things anyway. Even when I was single, uh, uh, family things. Even when I'm single, I still looked at family things. Just like I said before in my other videos, I'm in a museum. I like to find something that's old. I will go to an Adobe or something like that. I'm into the Spanish American War and all that kind of stuff. Pio Pico, which is around here. I still got to go back to that place. Um, all different kinds of things up and down the California coast that the Spanish had explored. And and all the history of the missions and all that type of stuff. I'm into all that stuff. More than likely, you won't see me blog any missions or stuff like that. Uh, I mean, if that's the only thing they got there, or if I haven't been there a while, then I might blog it. Uh, Mostly the ones that I'm interested in is the ones that are totally not being used anymore as churches. Okay, I don't care about the ones that are standing that are churches today. But there might be, a little mention of that. But I'm not into that kind of stuff. I'm not into that kind of religious thing either. I'm just not. Uh, but I am into the historical aspect of the conquest of why America is the way it is, why California is, why any state in the United States is. Because being from Tennessee, I would like to go back to Tennessee and start blogging that because my family is mostly from Tennessee, from the Nashville area, okay? Even though I was born in Brooklyn, you know, my real dad was in Brooklyn. And I didn't meet him until I was very old, okay? So, uh, uh, and then I picked up some other family members and lost some family members along the way. And that's why I say, I'm very lucky to even be here. Very grateful, so I'm not going to get off into that kind of rant. But I haven't found my niche yet because when I go to one thing, if I see something and it's connected, well, everything is connected, okay? Whether you blog about your house, your apartment, a resort, a hotel, a park, or a national park, which I'm into national parks, all those things. Some amusement parks, okay, have historical beginnings. Long Island, that can go way back. It's Long Island's not even big as it was back then. I remember it as a kid. It's just not as big. It's going back, look like it shrink. We don't have the same uh, amusement parks here on the beach. We got Venice Beach. I hardly ever go to Venice Beach, but I will do a blog there soon. Uh, uh, I don't go to Chinatown much, but I do go to Chinatown. I will be probably doing a blog there too soon. Little Tokyo and any of those other places around here, I'll probably be doing blogs there uh, within the context of everything else that I do, of all the other blogs that I do. So, I go from coast to coast. I go north and south, all the way down to San Diego. I haven't did anything. Uh, oh yeah, I did do some video down in, I think a little bit, not too much, not Rosarito, but uh, south of Tijuana, way south of Tijuana, south Tijuana. A place called La Bufadora, where it's like it's similar to the Spouting Horn on the island of Kauai, where the Pacific Ocean blows into lava rocks and it makes a lot of noise. It makes a lot of noise because of the way the water rushes in and it makes noise and it pushes the air out. So they have a few of those things. So yeah, I am into that. I'm into caves. I'm into anything geographical, and I do hike a little bit. I probably should have been doing a lot of hiking. So if it's anything that's family oriented, that single people, or married people, or family, or friends, or whatever can do, that is what I do because that is what's available to me at this time. So when I hear them saying, hey, if someone doesn't like you because you went this way and you went that way, then what you know what I mean? Uh, I think uh, maybe there might be some truth in that. But I know how to cook, and I probably could have made a cookbook for single folks because I've done a lot of cooking. I probably could have wrote a book, you know. Uh, but anyway, I haven't found my niche yet, whatever that is. It might be in studio like this. I already got things on my mind, how my setup is gonna be, how it's gonna be in my office here, everything. I already know what I gotta do. It's just a matter of time and doing it. With all these other things going on, and being a homeowner, that is another story in itself. Now, if I had some little rinky apartment or something like that, I could set up. Well, not necessarily a rinky apartment, but anyway, if I had an apartment and I can come and go anytime I would. But being a homeowner, you got other responsibilities. But I have my own little office here. See, so if I set up like some of the other YouTubers are doing, who do a little bit of this and that, which I'm trying to do now. That's why I'm on YouTube now, trying to do live once in a while, because sometimes I feel like I don't have anything to say. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I walk around and say I should go online. I should not go online. But I think that's a certain feeling because I haven't been doing it. But I do like to come on, and this is going to be another long one because I intentionally for it to be long, and I felt like it didn't have uh, anything to say. But anyway, it it is hard to find a niche in something. I know it's there. Okay, I know it's there, and to pinpoint it, it really is historical. I'm not going to try to be a specialist at this, specialist in certain, but I could just like I said, I can I can be a jack of all trades in YouTube and masters of none. But I do know one thing. If you're going to travel abroad, you need a passport. Okay? You need a passport. If you never had a passport, it is a different price. The actual application, if you don't get nothing out of this video and you watch it and you went this far, I'm talking about passports, okay? Right in between is just other stuff. The first passport is different. The second passport, when you've already had a passport, they have an application for those who already had a passport. But when you never had a passport, I don't care what age you have to have your birth certificate. You have to have your original birth certificate, and you might get a small interview. And then either you can go to any drugstores, CVS, Rite Aid, or whoever does photos. You can even go to AAA, and they do photos for you. Even though I have AAA, I didn't use them a lot of times, but now I do. I mean, I always use AAA for books and all and stuff like that, map. But for the photo for passport, they do that. So if you belong to AAA, use it. You don't have to go to CVS or Rite Aid and all these other kind of folks. They might even do notaries too, because if you have kids, okay, if you have like me, I've had stepkids, okay, of course they're grown now. Uh, if you don't know where the father is or the mother or that, and you want to go to your hometown or you want to take them out of state, more than likely you have to get it notarized. And if you really do not know where that particular spouse or that daddy's mama or a daddy's father is, you need to get it notarized. But you do need their birth certificate for yourself and for them. Each one have to have the birth certificate. And you take the photo, and it'll take not even a month. They say it takes a long time, a month. But if you plan on going somewhere within the year, you should fill it out today. Okay? Don't wait 2 months before you leave. It really won't take that long. It really doesn't. So that's my spiel on passports. Okay? Get your passport. The first one is usually the application is a different color. But if you already had a passport, you fill out another one. Now maybe if you and usually passports I think last every 10 years or something like that, okay? But you gotta have a passport. You're not taking no driver's test or anything like that. You're just filling out the applications and you have to mail that stuff in, and it comes back. So if I was you, you know, get two birth certificates, one to keep at home and another one you might make a copy of it or whatever. But usually, you want to send in an original, or maybe when you go to the post office, because that's where they're doing them. That's where they do passport interviews. Uh, you might not have to send in the original. They'll tell you what to send in. But once you've done it once, you don't have to show your birth certificate again. You just have to retake a more up-to-date picture. Okay, that's my spill on passport. Looking for a niche. I did that already. Oh yeah. Uh, but to go further with that niche is, it's like I wrote down. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Okay, because you got all these different things going down. Like me, it's gardens, museums, anything old. All to me, that's within the confine, the historical perspective. Now, brand, I don't know about that brand. I have written down thousands of names of what I want to call myself on my channel. I've already done that months ago. It looked like I have at least 50 names, special catchy names, or what I want to say, but I can't seem to use it because I don't know how to relate to that right now. Maybe I just keep my name forever, but maybe I'll have that and then my name. I don't know, but that's the problem I have with a niche. What is another thing I want to talk about? What is structured? I did all that. Talented? I did all that. Oh boy, that looked like I covered a lot of territory there, right? Oh yeah. I know I've had problems in using StreamYard on my tablet because on one of my tablets, you turn it in one way. What? Well, I can say that. What it is the way you look at the camera. Now I'm looking at myself, so it might be different. But when I do it with a certain tablet, my Amazon, my Fire of, well, whatever you call it. Oh yeah, my Amazon Fire. This is this is my Amazon Fire right here. Amazon Fire right here. This is not the greatest, but this is supposed to be the backup to my backup. I have used it a couple of times. It works pretty good in certain situations, but I haven't done StreamYard on it yet. In fact, I'm still learning how to look at the video where the actual lens is, because I'm looking away and I know I am now, and I'm looking at it and I'm trying not to do that. And when you go on a website with your computer, that's a whole new ball game. Even on your cell phone, it's more accurate because it compensates. Okay, it compensates a lot. But I use my LG. I use it. My Samsung. Oh no, it's not LG. I keep saying it. I love the LGs, but they went out of business. And this is my Samsung. Okay, this is I think it's Samsung 6. It's the one that I use 24/7. Okay, you don't have to change batteries, but you do have to charge it. Now I do have a companion. Let me get up my companion just right here. I was gonna do a separate video of all my gear that I got. And this is my companion. This is the original LG. I cracked it on my first, believe it or not, I cracked this thing on my first video outing going to Palm Springs, and the dinosaur fell out of my cheap bag that it cracked. It still works, but I need to get this replaced because it does work pretty good, but it really is old. I bought my Amazon to replace this. This still works, but I do my research on cities and states and anything else sometimes I have 2 or 3 things going on at one time. I got my computer here. I got this here. I'm looking up research on this, so I have something to write about. I don't want to write anything verbatim that I have, but this is what I use. I'm still waiting on my other gear. I have this that I got through one of my credit cards because I have enough credits, and I have yet to use it because I don't have that particular. You know what I'm talking about? I forget the name of of the hero type cameras. Okay, I bought this for the hero type cameras, and I'm still waiting on that. I still got that. I need me a better battery. Now this was for my old stuff. I haven't used this yet. I haven't used this yet. As you can see, I put another thing on here, but this was supposed to be for a regular camera for my old Konica FT1 motor. You just got a screw there, and you put the thing, and you can put it on a tripod, and you can do certain things. But I haven't used that yet. My other thing that I really use is I keep that in the vehicle at all times, and that's what holds my cell phone. So that is my gear. Those are my backups to my backup. That was going to be a different video, but I screwed it up. So that was going to be my backup. So I got backup to backups. Okay. Now I do have another camera. I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work. It does do some video limited, but it's very old. You know, I got this here, Canon. I wish I could use it for some kind of way. It does have a moving video feature on it. It's a very old camera. I even broke it once, but it does use quick video type stuff. You know, it's not very long, so I should practice with that a little bit because I haven't really see what it looks like when it comes out when I load it down on my computer back and forth. So I think I covered everything that needs to be covered. Uh, oh, those trays down. Yeah, I did everything. I know I'm doing it like looking for finding a niche. I think I did everything that I needed to talk about, and so I hope whoever's watching this video at some point, uh, not only just be inspired, but be enlightened on certain things of camera presence and all that. Uh, Cause usually, oh yeah, being quiet. That's one thing I think I was thinking about that I did not write down. You know, I really don't talk that much. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't talk that much, but you don't have to say anything to anybody. You just go out there and blog and just shoot your pictures. Now, I'm not the one that can hold a conversation a lot, but when I have someone that I can click with, then I'll talk as long as I can. So this is really a new study within myself for everyone else. Because if you're a shy person, you know, and you're afraid to get online, you know, some people just like to get online and they dance. You know that's cool too. I mean, we all can still dance in some kind of way. I can't do all those things anymore, but you know, I can still move my body here and there. But you know, you don't have to be a very outgoing person. You know, my personality is multifaceted. Okay, whoever I'm around, if we hit it on, great. If we don't, fine. But sometimes I don't, you know, initiate anything. You know, but for the future or some of the things on my mind, uh, I'm gonna leave it there for now. That'll probably be in another video, and hopefully my niche will change. Maybe I'll get some interviews here and there or something like that. because I have done interviews in real life back in school. Because a lot of this stuff I'm doing like is back in school. And you set up appointments and you do interviews. Uh, and I know how to ask big tough questions, and I can do it without offending people. That's right. I could do it without offending people. Uh, I call myself a real troubleshooter. So, yeah, I know they don't use that word. Yeah, troubleshooting. I try to fix whatever I can in the best way possible. Might be a quick fix, you know, but that's the way it is. But that'd be another video, hopefully, because I got something to say about that, about age and things of that nature. Well, with that in mind, I'd like to tell everyone out there to take care of yourself, and I hope this video is enlightening. And it doesn't matter if I have 1, 0, or no one calls in. Hopefully, this video itself will be enriching enough for you to understand yourself, what you want to do as a YouTuber. Because I am officially calling myself a YouTuber. It hasn't been a year, but yet I'm officially calling myself a YouTuber. I try to find whatever I can that's interesting to me, and hopefully it'll be interesting to you or whoever's out there who is interested in the subject, who might can do a better job. That's okay. But if I'm out there doing the same thing, because I see it out there 10,000 times, I've seen the videos 100,000 times, so what? Do it again. Let's do it again, right? Let's do it again. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, I like to wish everyone a great day, or should I say a great evening. It's almost 8 o'clock here, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And all y'all who are in the next days, no matter where you're at in the world, if you find it stimulating enough to stimulate yourself, then go for it and do it. I'll talk to you all later and have a great, great, great life.